and his students along the way.
A storm has been brewing for weeks now over the sweeping reforms announced by the government. As clarity begins to emerge on the new curriculum, Education CS Dr. Fred Matiang'i insists that even the mass transfers of school heads is also irreversible. He says the practice of keeping teachers only in specific parts of the country is a bad culture for the nation.
With the new school term having begun on a rocky note owing to the many changes, the CS has spent the last few days putting out fires. He says there is no turning back on the transfer of teachers, insisting such a move should be a routine.
There is something we have done in the education sector that has failed us. It's time to do it differently so that we move around the country. If you are a school principal, I don't understand why a principal from Siaya cannot be principal in Kiambu. I don't understand why a teacher from Loitoktok cannot be a principal in Kisumu. My good people, let me speak more bluntly like the prophets of old. The foolishness with which we have lived must come to an end. And we must be honest with one another and do the things that are good for our country. We should stop lying to each other. We have been trained to go and teach. Let's go and work and serve our children. Serve all these children God has given us, wherever we serve them.
Last year's KCSE saw 142 students score an A-plane, eliciting a heated discussion in the country. Matiang'i says it is all about merit.
Time is here for us to develop very strong value systems. And we want you to understand this. First of all, you are all our children and a blessing to us from God. And we love you and we will take care of you. But we are responsible enough to remind you that there's only one way in this life, and let us live that way, which is honest, hard work. Because we do not want to socialize you to believe that you can get grades that do not belong to you, that you can move around and pretend to hold things you actually do not hold.
The transfer of teachers and the KCSE controversy came in the middle of plans for a new curriculum that is rolling out this term on a pilot basis. The new curriculum that is due to replace the 844 system has been dubbed as competence-based. As the country begins on the last leg of the 844 system, access to quality higher education remains a challenge in the country, with deserving high-performing children missing out on opportunities. Here, the CS was at the award of scholarships to needy students by the Equity Group Foundation and the MasterCard Foundation, with some 587 students set to benefit this year. 9 out of the 142 A-plane performers in 2017 too have got scholarships and will from next week begin paid internships at Equity Bank branches.
We have started working on them to boot a program to see how many would be admitted to international universities. Last year, our A's and A minuses from wings to fry, plus the 141, plus the best student from each, the county, the best girl and the best boy, were 692 students. We are glad to say 83 of them have managed to be admitted to international universities.
True to my belief, I was among the 142 Matiang'i is. That A will make me a great doctor, a great pediatrician. Children from my village, Katembwa, will no longer die of treatable diseases.
With the 2018 cohort officially commissioned, the scholars hope that these scholarships will not only benefit them, but also the communities which they come from.